Hello. Happy Monday. It is Monday, September 15th, 2025. It is the day after the 14-day 6 to Sleep challenge. If you were doing the 6 to Sleep challenge, that was the downloadable PDF that I had included in the series of videos that I've been doing since the 1st of September. 6 to Sleep is simply stop eating after 6. That's it, that's all. 6 to Sleep. And I implemented that for the people that wanted to restart some kind of fasting. I implemented that for people who wanted to try fasting during a period of time that is essentially the hardest time for most people and where a lot of diets or protocols get derailed, which is at nighttime. I did it for me because I find myself self-sabotaging at nighttime. So 6 to Sleep was a beautiful compromise for me to not do extended fasting, which stresses my liver, and still have some kind of cap on my eating, which I need. And also, this included ADFers who needed a restart and wanted to or start alternate day fasting. So you're not just alternate day fasting, you're a faster. Remember the identity switch from the last video, that you are taking on another identity. You're not just doing the thing, you are the thing. So we're going to discuss how your 14 days was, if you completed the challenge, what your results were. Share it in the comments, comment down below, and also in the chat for the live crew. For the replayers, tell me how you did and share with the community how you did, what you've learned psychologically, experiences. Have you improved your sleep? Have you improved your discipline? Have you improved, say, your protein intake because you're focusing more on maybe 2 meals instead of 3 is traditionally? Have you increased your water intake? Just what have you learned? I need you to share it with the community because the comments matter. People are going to be reading this and wondering if I'm just chatting pure BS. So you all are basically my Amazon reviewers. Does this work? So make sure you share your experiences. Also, if you're not familiar, there's an alternate day fasting group on Facebook. It's free 99. It is also private. So anything you share on there, it's not public. You can go. There's over 33,000 members and growing. It's a wonderful community. We share tricks, hacks, testimonies, pics. It's awesome over there. So that's also in the description box. Head on over. Okay, so I will start with me. So hi, September 1st, I started 6 to Sleep. Basically, stop eating at 6 p.m. until I go to bed. That's it, that's all. Very simple. And I'll show you my starting weight. So I had originally started I didn't get my first day weigh in. So the challenge started on Monday. I got my Tuesday morning weight. So this is let me share it. Oh, of course not. There we go. Okay, so this is my original weight. Or when I started, it was 168.8. All right. It may have, like, if I wish I had taken Monday's weight just so I could get a true gauge of like what it was. Because on day 1, you usually lose a good amount of water weight or whatever. But Tuesday was 168.8. By day 7, I was 165.4. So I lost almost 4 pounds, 165.4. And then Yesterday I weighed in and my ending weight for the 60 sleep challenge was 170.2. 170.2. So yeah, this was my starting 168, 170. So what had happened was I felt I ruined the last 2 days of the challenge. I really did. Over the weekend, it got way too social, y'all. It got so social. Ugh. On Saturday, I went to the fair with my kids. Ended up eating like until like 7:30, 8 o'clock. I had some popcorn and stuff. And yesterday, which was Sunday, I went out with my girlfriends. We ended up having like lunch together, went to a vineyard. I did not drink. We had lunch together and then we were like laughing, talking, and chatting. And before I knew it, like I had only had a little bit of food within like 5 hours. And I was like, I can't fast. I have to eat something. So I ended up having food maybe like 7:30 yesterday, 7:30 p.m. Didn't manage my time wisely, didn't have a good breakfast, and didn't eat enough during my allotted time window. I couldn't go to sleep with that little calories, so I ended up eating later. And I didn't eat the best thing either. I had some leftovers that my mom gave me. Then I had a cup of noodles. So my weakness is instant ramen. If you want to trap me, just put a whole bunch of cup of noodles, Maruchan packs, Nissan packs, and I will follow the trail off the cliff. So I had one of those, so water retention. And then I had like 3 ices. I just was like, damn. So this was my mid-weight, 165. So this morning I weighed, it was 170.2. What can you say? But I'm not worried at all because it's water weight. Like by the time I have a bowel movement or two this week, I'll just probably be down to like 168 again. What can you do? Hopefully you were better than me. I was almost there, y'all. I was almost there. I was 5 pounds away and now I'm 10 pounds away again. But this is what I got to lie for. That's what happened. So from here on out, what I'm gonna do? So for the future, from now on, 6 to sleep is my life. It will be my default. It's no longer a challenge. I'm gonna stop eating after 6 as my default now. You know, I have enjoyed so very much the sitting in this discomfort. To be honest, I needed to sit in discomfort because as much as I journal, as much as I reflect, as much as I talk to you, as much as I talk to my loved ones, as much as I vent, explore myself, practice self-mastery, talk to God, as much as I do that, I was still using food to soothe. And if you're new here, one thing I don't want to do is depend on inanimate objects to fill voids in my life. No, I don't want to do that. And when I didn't have a cap on eating, as soon as I felt something, I would soothe it with something in my mouth. Something random, like, I'll have a piece of chocolate. I will find, some cheese or like just randomness. I remember maybe like day 2 or 3 of the 6 to Sleep challenge. Um, I was like by myself. I didn't have the boys, and I thought of them and I was like, "Oh, I miss them." And as soon as I said that in my head or felt the feeling of, "Oh, I miss them," I immediately wanted to go to the kitchen, but the challenge had already started. So if the challenge wasn't there, I would just go to the kitchen and look for something to eat, not knowing that that thought just sparked hunger, but I wasn't hungry. I just missed my kids and didn't want to sit in the discomfort of loneliness, which I don't, I know I'm not lonely, but I realize I don't like being alone. Like I don't enjoy, like I like alone time, but I don't like it indefinitely. That doesn't. So the 6 to Sleep challenge really helped me wake up, and I needed to sit in that discomfort. Sometimes you really have to sit in the suck. I heard somebody say that, sit in the suck. Like, oh man, this sucks. How can I run away from this feeling? And that's why I don't like the thought of drinking, especially alone. Like, if there's anything, at least don't drink alone, Lord. If you're gonna drink, at least don't do it alone. Please, at least do it with somebody. The worst thing, I think one of the worst habits we could ever take up is drinking alone. If you are drinking alone, please cut it out. I'm dead serious. That I'm going to wag my finger at you. If you are drinking alone, cut it out right now. Right now. It's not a good look. Um, you want to smoke, that's your business. But I don't like to depend on anything. I don't. And so I needed to sit in the suck. And 6 to Sleep helped me rediscover that, because I discovered that with alternate day fasting, that writing my feelings out and trying to deal with my feelings without the crutch of food was a thing. I realized after writing 3 pages of random stream of consciousness one day, one random day, made me no longer hungry. And that was when I realized, oh, I needed to emotionally purge. And the more you run away from your feelings, the more you're going to run towards something that's not going to satisfy you. You really just, that's the beautiful thing about fasting, is that it teaches you how to be uncomfortable. And humans, we don't like discomfort. We're not built for discomfort. That's why homeostasis exists within the body. If you're hot, you're going to sweat. If you're cold, you're going to shiver. If you're hungry, your stomach is going to grumble. If you're sick, you're going to throw up. The body is going to do whatever it takes to make you comfortable and or back to regulated states. But that's physiological. Nobody tells you how to deal with the emotional issues. That's something we genuinely have to learn on our own, but sometimes we're learning it too late in life. And after abusing our temple or treating our temple like garbage, or not taking care of ourselves at all, just because we don't want to feel. Feeling is very important. I just had a discussion in the last live about shame. Shame is one of the strongest emotions a human could experience. It makes you very vulnerable. It makes you very childlike. It makes you very open, and it reminds you of past failures. Like, shame is a very triggering feeling. And it's the worst one when people are looking to shirk responsibility, accountability, how they've played a role in it. Fasting allows you to just sit and deal. And that's why, like, I don't want you dependent on other things, because if you're not using food, then you're going to use something else, especially if you're not dealing with the emotions. You have to sit in the suck. You have to sit in the suck. I believe his name is Tiger Fitness. And I randomly came across his video about like, stop drinking, it's stupid. And he said a lot of humans just don't like to sit in the suck. And I got that from him. So I won't claim that. Not my audience per se, but he did. I heard that from him. Sit in the suck. Hi all. Thank you for joining me on this Monday night. So yeah, 6 to sleep will be my new default. I will be cutting off my eating at 6. For the challenge, it was like strict 6, like no eating after 6. And I did that for the most part until this weekend. But as a, I guess, more lifestyle rule for myself, it'll be like, if I'm still eating at 5:55, I'll finish up eating. If it rolls into like 6:20 or so, all right, that's it. I'm done. If I had an occasion that I'm going out for, fine, I'll eat afterwards. But my default will usually, you have a default setting. My default will be to stop eating at 6 from here on out. I really, more than anything, the sleep was immaculate. The sleep was immaculate. I was able to have my natural hormones kick in when they're supposed to, because I'm not doing the eating that is counteracting the melatonin production that's supposed to happen at night. So every night that I was doing 6 to sleep, I was getting sleepier and sleepier earlier and earlier. Why? Because that's normal. That's natural. Your melatonin is supposed to kick in naturally. I'm not supposed to be popping melatonin gummies to want to go to sleep. That's supposed to naturally rise within me, but it can't rise. Melatonin cannot rise in the presence of insulin. And if you're eating late, then your insulin is still high when melatonin is supposed to be present. So thus, you're not getting the sleep kick in that you're supposed to. Your body, I don't think we understand how much energy our body takes to digest food. It is an energy intensive process. So if you're going to bed with a lot of food on your stomach, not only is it bad for you with the fermented guts, you're not using up the glucose stores, you're laying down, which is even worse. Your body is basically still working when it should be resting. It should not be digesting. It should be resting. And stopping at 6. It was the perfect time. It's not too early. It's not too late. It's the perfect time for me personally. And for the name of my challenge, 6 to sleep, because it just rolls off the tongue, 6 to sleep. It is the perfect time to allow things to do what it do. Just do what it do naturally. It almost correlates with the time the sun sets anyway. As we get closer into winter, of course, the sun will start setting by like 4:30, 4:45. I'm not stopping eating that early. That's too early for me. But honestly, our ancestors ate with the sun. You eat when the sun is up and you stop when the sun is down. Why? Because you didn't have light to go hunting. You can't forage for berries and hunt deer if you can't see. So you had no choice but to just wait until morning. I'll eat in the morning and then we'll go, go to bed when it's nighttime. There's nothing you can do. But because obviously it's modern day society, we have light day, all night. We have refrigerators to keep our food preserved. We have access to food all day and every day, but the body is still wired primitively. We are best when we eat with the circadian rhythm. Up, see sun, body is ready to engage, ready for food acceptance. Our cortisol lowers after 30 minutes. That's why it's not great to have coffee immediately upon arising. You want to wait till your cortisol levels calm down. You get some sun in your eyeballs to register that it is daytime, and not just like blue light or fluorescent light. You need that warm sunlight to permeate your pupils and register through the body that it is daylight. Then we eat, and then as the day goes on, sun starts to set, the body is going to start prepping to wind down, and so should you. You and the body should be in conjunction. And when we follow the natural patterns of how our body is supposed to move and be, and our basic set points, the healthier we'll be overall, to be honest. Especially women, we're very, our bodies are very particular. We require very different things than our male counterparts. Men are wired on 24-hour hormone cycles. They get their testosterone hit every day. So they could hustle all day. They could grind all night. They could fast indefinitely. They can fast indefinitely because they're primary. Not to say that they don't have other hormones such as estrogen, but it's obviously their primary is testosterone. Ours, we have a mix. We have estrogen, which is our primary female hormone. We have progesterone. We have a little bit of testosterone. There's one more I forgot. I can't think of it. Maybe that is the 3. And we're based on a roughly 27 to 30 day cycle. Okay. That's why we feel different throughout the month. We are not wired to work like men. And that's why Dr. Mindy Peltz said to fast like a girl, because most of the fasting studies are based on men. And when we do things such as fasting day in and day out for months on end, we'll lose our hair, we'll lose our period, we'll start spotting, we'll have bad skin, we'll get brittle nails. It's because we're not built like men. We require different things throughout the month. So if you're worried about fertility, if you're worried about hormones, then yeah, you should probably fast like a girl. If you don't care, I'm not going to stop you. But it would be remiss of me as someone who is steeped in informing you. You should know that there's a way to fast like a girl, okay? Feel free to learn more about that on Dr. Mindy Peltz's page, because I'm no registered anything. I'm not licensed in anything. These things on the wall, they don't matter. They have nothing to do with sciences, medical. I'm just a girl on YouTube. That's it. That's all. Just sharing her experiences. Don't follow me. Read the material. I will always preach that to you. Please don't follow me. Don't believe me. Read the material. With that, I'm going to get into how you guys did during the 14-day challenge. I'm very excited to see if you finished it. Were you better than me? Mind you, as a reminder, this is where I started, 168.8. This was after 7 days, 165.4. And this is where I ended, 170.2. Why? Because I totally failed the last 2 days of the 14-day challenge, the 6 to sleep challenge. But my new default is 6 to sleep, like stop eating after 6. I love it. I really do love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. I love it, love it, love it. Love it so much. Love it. After 7 days. Okay, 165. This 170, I'm not even like fretting about, because I know it's just water weight. I had salty noodles and stuff. And I've been constipated lately, to be honest. So there's that as well. I started on the 2nd. Tomorrow is my check-in. However, I'm going to continue being a 6 to sleeper. At this point, it makes no sense for me to eat after 6. Yeah, especially if you're home, you're not doing anything, like use that time after work to do something else. David said they're taking their last bite right now. This is working. Opted for ADA. I'm sorry, you mean today is my last fast day for this 14-day fast, and I plan to continue through to the end of the month. Beautiful. I've been talking about doing this for so long, and I'm finally locked in. No better time, no better time, no better time. I want you guys to set yourself up for a very strong 2026, because for some reason, and I'm an intuitive, I'm a Scorpio woman, and our intuition is just bar none. As a Scorpio woman, I feel very strongly about 2026. I feel like it's going to be a very blessed year. I feel like 2026 is going to be the year of breakthroughs. If you have been struggling, if you have been in the pits, if you've been at rock bottom, if you have been dealing with a lot of losses, I really truly feel that 2026 is going to be your breakthrough year. And even if you don't claim it, I feel like that's what's going to happen regardless. I don't know, something about 26 just feels like a well-rounded number for goodness. I don't know. I'm not a bruja, but something about 2026 makes me feel like it's made for wins, and you need to prepare now for your wins. Like you have to roll into 2026 already on the ball. You shouldn't be like starting 2026 with last year's issues. You should already be on the ball. That's just how I feel. Take it how you feel, or let me know if that resonates with anyone. I need to be prepared for 2026 because I just feel like it's going to be a very transformative year for many. I don't know why. It just sounds like a good number. 2026. I don't know. So I'm preparing for all the goodness. Even if you lose 5 pounds before 2026, like just already be on the ball. You should be rolling into 2026, not like, okay, now you can go, you shouldn't be starting from the first square on the Monopoly board for 2026. You should already be at Park Avenue. You have to lose this last, have the last 6 pounds to lose. This has broken a stall. I don't know. I have to charge my computer. Would have been terrible. Let me move this 2026 this scale out the way. Don't need to be reminded of my failure. Had some low blood sugar at the start of the challenge, so I took a step back, cleaned up my diet, and had 2 weeks of healthy low carb, doing ADF starting today with a full fast. Good job, Carrie. It was a great experience to have control and deciding not to eat at night. Got to enjoy other things without food being involved. Did not lose weight. I'm only 10 pounds away from goal. Okay, so yeah, sometimes you're not going to lose weight. Sometimes you will lose weight. Mind you, it takes a while to build up a calorie deficit. That's why you're not just going to be, whether you're doing ADF, 6 to sleep, 16-8, it takes a while to build up a calorie deficit in order to lose fat. Sometimes you'll lose an instant water weight flush, but it does take time to build up a calorie deficit in order to lose 1 pound of fat. Okay, remember it's roughly like 3,500 calories. So if you're having a 3,500 calorie deficit out of 1 week, you can expect 1 pound weight loss, whether it shows on the scale or not. Okay. Also, I forgot about this too. I started weight training again. Probably not the best time to start. Oh, I totally forgot I started weight training. Yeah, like I started lifting again. I just started the new Chloe Ting Hourglass program. She just rolled out a new program and I was like, oh, this looks so good. I love her Hourglass program. I love Chloe Ting. Like Chloe Ting can never do wrong in my eyes unless she's like beating random refugee children. Like Chloe Ting will always, from 2017, I've been rocking with that girl. I love her to death. Love that girl. So yeah, I've been lifting weights. Let me tell you something. Even though it says 170, the body look great. The body look right. The body look good. I'm not lie. The body look right. I saw it set like so. And I'm a rectangle. Okay, I'm a natural rectangle. So to have any kind of little dipping at the waist, myrrh. Chloe Ting for president. I'll vote for her any day. It was a year. Okay, so I read that. Daphne, ADF lost 9 pounds. Love that for you. Lots of journaling. We'll continue to lose 25 pounds. Yes, you will. Because you claimed it. You're an ADFer. Hi, I did the 2 weeks 6 to sleep. I want to continue for the remainder of the month. I need to work on getting in more protein. Yes, that is important. Please. For me, breakfast is so easy to do right. For me, I love eggs. Eggs is a perfect protein, they call it, because it has the complete amino acids. It's it's low in calories, but perfect fat and protein ratio. You can make them 18 different ways. They're easy to digest. Like they take nothing on the digestive system. Or I could always prep something, which is my overnight chia. I could do overnight oats. I prefer chia because they're just nutritionally packed. If I'm looking for a vegan option, the chia seeds, I could put any flavor in it. Sometimes I'll put cocoa powder, make cocoa chia, put seed pudding. I'll put whatever frozen fruits in it, berries. So easy, and it's very portable. Put it in a mason jar, take it to go with me to work. I could have my Premier Protein shake mixed with some extra coffee, some collagen, breakfast. Like for me, breakfast is so easy to do right and very easy to protein pack with protein. For lunch, as long as I have a protein and a fiber and try to get in some greens, that is good lunch. That is good lunch. And then I don't have to worry about dinner because honestly, I don't like worrying about dinner. The thing about dinner for me, it's my most annoying meal because it's like I always have to find out what to eat after coming home from work. That I've been using my brain all day. I don't want to use it one more time. And even if I didn't have something prepped in the fridge, now I have to cook. So it's 6 p.m. I have to cook something that I don't even want to cook, but I have to cook because I'm supposed to eat. And mind you, most of the spending I was doing was on the meal dinner. If dinner's out the way, then I'm already saving money. I'm saving brain space. I'm saving my patience. And I'm saving calories so I can have a calorie deficit throughout the week. It's beautiful. Like 6 to sleep for president. So 6 to sleep is president. Chloe Ting is vice president. And I'm Speaker of the House. Hear he, hear he. Okay, all come together under these because I love it here. I'm so tired. That was the beautiful thing about ADF. I'm tired of thinking about food. I know it's good to eat and it feels fun to eat, but man, like sometimes your brain doesn't feel like gathering ingredients, going shopping. Groceries are $280 for no reason. Walmart is always packed. I can't. I'm so happy I don't have to think about dinner no more. I just came in from work today, parked my car, drank some water because it was already 6 p.m. by the time I came in the house, which is fine by me. I put on my walking shoes. I took a nice stroll around my area. Okay. I prepped this live, got my water, and that's it. I sat down and I'm talking to you. There's no, oh my God, I have to hurry up and cook before the live. Oh my God, I have to wash the pan real quick because it's over with. And if I'm hungry, I'm hungry. That's my business. I should have ate more. That's on me. If I'm hungry after 6 p.m., I feel my business because I should have ate more. That's what you get. Do better the next day. If you're hungry after 6 p.m., it's your fault. You should have packed more protein. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. If you ain't make it in time, too bad. Try again tomorrow. I like it here. I love it here. I'm staying here. I'm staying here. I'm staying here. And the spending challenge. I bought nothing after 6 p.m. the entire 2 weeks. Yes, I have bought nothing after 6 p.m. Even on the fair day. Even on the fair day, I bought everything I needed to before 6 p.m. Because when I was purchasing things after 6 p.m., it was nonsense. It was always something random on Amazon, drive-thrus, because I was craving a burger, Chinese food. I haven't had Chinese food in a minute. Why? Because I used to get it for dinner. I'm not having dinner. And I love Chinese food. Like, I could live off Chinese food. Chinese food and ramen I could live off for the rest of my life. If there's no dinner, then there's no food to spend on. And then I'm using up everything in my cabinets. So not only am I saving, I'm also being practical because I'm using things in my cabinet. Oh, okay, I'll just eat the rest of these sardines and rice packs that I have. Or I have these veggie packs in the freezer I've been having for like 2 months now. Let me just throw them together with something. All these chicken wings that I had for like, just use up what you have. I love it. It's a mindset shift. Just use what you have. Stop buying stuff. We are in a recession. I hope I don't get flagged for using that word because they don't want to say that. They don't want to say that. Because the minute that they say that officially, we are in a recession, it's global panic for no reason. We've been in a recession. Interest rates are out through the roof. Most consumers are in debt and are not paying the debt, just living in debt. Okay? We don't have time to be worrying about what's for dinner. You're an ADFer who wants to keep trying to do 6 to sleep as much as possible. Lost 9.5 pounds. Did a lot of cleaning out of things I no longer use. I will continue. Thank you. You're welcome. Great job. Thank you for being transparent. Weight gain isn't the end. You're human. Life isn't always 1, 2, 3. I appreciate your honesty. Yeah, to be honest, I'm not worried because this is my new default. Like, I'll get there when I get there. I'll get there when I get there. I was 5 pounds away. I'll be there again. Before you know it, I'll be 160. And then I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. I think 160 is fine. 6.4 down in 2 weeks. Did 7 p.m. to sleep because I'm literally not hungry and have a hard time eating before noon, sometimes later. But this loss showed me that late night eating was hindering my progress. Yes. If you're late night eating, you are hindering your own progress. Good job, Latrice. I love ADF. I'm doing dry fasting now. Yeah, dry fasting is awesome. Natasha says, hey, Colleen, I did the 6 to Sleep challenge. Didn't lose much weight. I had my birthday celebration and vacay during the challenge. However, I did not gain. Did enjoy the great sleep at night. That's sleep, boy. Can't wait to rebuild it. Because I messed it up with the yesterday. So now my melatonin has to get back in whack. You see how easily you take all that time? It's like you might as well just stay on the path, because it's like you have to restart. At least it's not from scratch. Because I'm already in the groove and I didn't completely derail for days at a time, my melatonin production will get back in swing. But last night, yeah, I went to bed at 12. Before, I was falling asleep at 10:30, which is unheard of. One time I was sleepy at 9:30. I was like, what is going on? Am I okay? And guess who I asked? I asked Chat. I was like, Chat, can you tell me why? I asked Chat everything. Let me see, because I really did. I really did ask. I wanted to see. Hold on. Let me see if I could remember where I asked it. I don't know. Let me see. I'm so sorry. I just want to see if I could find this really quickly. I'd be asking Chat all kind of nonsense. Yeah, I don't think I'm not gonna find it right now. But it gave me a good okay. No, I didn't find it. Oh well. But it was telling me about why you are experiencing falling asleep earlier, when it was really good. I wish I could find it. That'd be so awesome. Wait, let me see. Melatonin. Let me see, because I really want to. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna find it. It was such a good explanation. Author Brene Brown has published several books on shame. I highly recommend them. I believe you. 6 to Sleep is my maintenance, so I tried ADF. Okay, I lost 3.5 pounds day 1. By day 14, I'd fallen off and went back to 164. So I'm doing a 3 to 4 p.m. cutoff for 2 weeks. Okay. It's not necessarily the time. You just have to give yourself patience. You just have to be patient with yourself. Okay, just be patient. If you need to track your calories for a little bit during your eating window, do so, because I don't want you to use your fasting period as some kind of punishment to tell your body to lose weight longer, faster, harder. It's just basically to give your body a chance to rest. But your eating window is just as important as your fasting window. And when I did lose the weight, when I lost the 4 pounds in 7 days, I was eating really well. I still eat really well, but I was eating very consciously, and packing my eating window with protein and carbohydrates that were slow processing, and collagen, and good supplements, and vegetable drinks and that stuff. Like, so yeah, you can start earlier with your fast, but your eating window is just as important. I started the 6 to sleep on day 2 without realizing I had started on day 1. Day 1 was meals, stopping at 5:30. While I didn't weigh myself at the start of day 2, I didn't intend to lose weight. Okay. Is it harder for PCOS? When you have PCOS, you basically have insulin resistance. You're well on your way to like diabetes, honestly. Anybody with PCOS has some form of high insulin resistance. Fasting of all forms helps with insulin resistance. It makes your body more insulin sensitive. Your focus when you have PCOS is your insulin. Insulin, insulin, insulin. So whatever you're doing, it needs to be almost like you have diabetes already and very conscious of not spiking your insulin. Okay? All PCOS is because of some kind of insulin resistance. This works. Am I the only dude here? You're the best coach. Oh, thanks, David. You probably are. Anytime I see a man here, I'm shocked. Like, because I talk about boobs and periods and menstruation and all that stuff. So I'm like, oh, a man would be here? And then it says, as a Scorpio woman, I received that message and feel the same way. Prepare for 2026, y'all. It's going to be life-changing, and you need to prepare for it. Wide-Eye Diva, excuse me, because anytime I go to work, I get some kind of allergy. Like, my area of work is triggering, so please excuse me. Apologies. Lost 1 pound during the challenge, but my non-scale victories have been keeping me going, like how my physique is coming along. Lovely. You've worked on your chia seed pudding. You got the consistency, which is better. Oh, awesome. Okay, yeah. Measuring your chia is the best. Yeah, always get the perfect consistency measure and keep track of the measurement so you can do it again. I'm new to this, but whatever helps you keep going. I'm motivated reading everyone's comments. Y'all, you have to be each other's motivation because I could be your motivation, but you never know who else you're inspiring. A lot of times I'll go to another YouTuber's video, I'll listen to them, but there's nothing that backs up what they're saying more than the comments. I love reading comments because they're either going to validate or invalidate what the speaker is touching on. You all are my Yelp review. You are my Google review. You are my Amazon review. You. So whatever you say in the comments is either going to validate or invalidate what the heck I'm talking about. Now, I've been going since 2021, 22, 23, 24, 25. So it's been 4 years since I've shared alternate day fasting with you, been on this journey with you, been losing weight with you, been sharing wellness and health fitness tips with you. And you haven't booed me off the internet yet. So I'm going to say that there's been a change. I'm going to say that I'm validated. You have validated my, let me see. You have validated me. And why is these damn feet? And I have pictures to prove, right? And that's not even my heaviest weight. That's not even my heaviest weight. The heaviest weight is me in the black top with the denim skirt that like I show all the time. This is maybe me at like 240, but I was 252. This picture here of me is like mid-August in the red bikini. Oh my God. I took Zyrtec and I don't know what the heck. Zyrtec ain't working. And I'm currently 170, as you saw on the scale earlier. You can see I have tone and definition. Yes, I'm naturally athletic. I'm naturally muscular, but I also have a naturally athletic build in the before picture as well. And you're not seeing the definition that I naturally have. You're not seeing the definition that I'm supposed to be carrying. You just see a big box, refrigerator shaped person in a neon green sports bra. I love that bra too. That was panache. That was when I was wearing like 38. What was I? 38H? Yeah, it was like a 38H. I'm currently a 34C. I'm a 34C. I made my first purchase of Victoria's Secret last month in my entire adult life. I am 35 years old, and I, for the first time in my adult life, have tried Victoria's Secret. And that shit is bomb.com. I can see why men be buying that for their what? Victoria's Secret, wow. Wow, we wonder. Yeah, I'm wearing it now. I love her. I bought 3 bras. I love them. I could never wear Victoria's Secret bras before. I had to shop at Lane Bryant or a specialty boutique store that charged $104 for a 38H. Okay. And it was horrible. It's horrible. I will leave this up here. Yeah, because you can too. So anyways, if you put in the work, not just focus on being skinny, but being fit, the body that you see in the after, made by Chloe Ting. Chloe Ting. Chloe Ting. I will sprinkle in some other gurus here and there. I did Pilates by Izzy. She's no joke. She's not beginner friendly. I will start her and fall off maybe 5 days later. She's no joke. I will do Olivia Lawson. I love Olivia Lawson. And I'll do Eleni Fit. But those are sprinkled in because Chloe Ting is my foundation. Why? Because her program, all of her workouts are so basic. She's not telling you to do kung fu movements. She doesn't want you to do upside down burpees into a split triple head toe flip combination. She's doing basics. And when you stick to the basics, you can't fail in exercise. And if you don't like to do any jumps, she always has modifications. That's why I love that girl. I love that girl. Nobody could ever make me hate Chloe Ting. She could have 15 BBLs and I'll still be following her. Like, I love that little girl. She's not a little girl. Oh, she's not a little girl. She looks so young, but she's damn near like 37, 38. She has a master's in kinesiology. Like, she has a whole PhD. Like, she's no joke. She's like about her business. I know she seems like some little fitness guru, but she has a whole master's out here in kinesiology, certified fitness. She's about that life. I love her. Body by Chloe Ting. Sorry for that rant. Please, Sis Colleen, should be taking all the vitamins needed during the fast or only water. Whatever your stomach can handle. I used to give myself a 50-calorie max for any gummies or any supplements I was taking. I used to stupidly take collagen on a fast day. That's the quickest way to break your fast. Don't do that. Have fast collagen on a feast day. But if your stomach can take it, do what you need to do. Okay. I honestly didn't even realize 14 days had passed. Of the 8 fast days, I did break and ate dinner on 3 of them. Still really proud of myself and going to keep it pushing. Yes. I think everybody should have the default of just not eating after 7 at least, but for me it's going to be 6. Nobody should be really eating past 7. Like, yeah, that's more than enough time to have food with your family and stuff. I know in Europe they be eating late. I don't even think reservations start until 8 p.m. But they have a different lifestyle than we do. They have more work-life balance. We don't have no work-life balance in America. It's get up and go to work for 50 hours and then come back to do it again. In Europe, they have little siestas and time off during the middle of the day. And yes, you can nap and let's go get drinks for lunch. Not here. If they could whip us while we work, they would. Dana lost 4 pounds during the 2-week challenge. I've been doing body pump for 5 releasing, something like that. I have been doing body pump for 4.5 months and not seeing results until doing this challenge. I must have been really inflamed. Which challenge were you doing? The 6 to sleep? Let me know which challenge you were doing, Dana. Were you doing 6 to sleep or ADF? Discovered you 10 days ago and jumped right in. ADF, lost 3.2 pounds. Welcome. Happy to have you. Anne is loving the 6 to sleep. I started in September at 226. I'm now 221. That's great. That's amazing. Doesn't sound like much, but my stomach has gone down and my body feels different. I make sure to move every day. I will continue. Yes, y'all, after your meals, do your best to move, please. Even if it's like walking the hallways, pacing while you're on your phone, just a quick little walk around the block or something. Do your best to walk after you eat. That's it. That's all. All right. If you do nothing else, at least try to walk after you eat. Please consider it like part 2 of eating, your digestion walk. Okay. There's nothing worse. Nothing makes me feel worse than having a full meal and being still or sedentary. It makes me feel mentally ill and physically ill because I know we need to remember what food is. It's a measurement. It's calories, and calorie is what? A measurement of energy. If you're not using the fuel, you will turn into my before picture. And there's nothing you could say to be like, oh, you looked good. Don't gaslight me. The before is great. I miss me. I didn't waste 4 years of my life losing weight so you could tell me my before looks good. I will question your sanity and your intelligence. Don't do it. Stop enabling others with the, oh, you're before. Stop it. Stop it. Y'all be killing me. Y'all, women, why y'all do that? Why y'all do? I know you want to be kind. But the enabling is sickening. Especially if somebody doesn't like something. Oh, but yes, but you look so good, and oh, you don't need to lose weight, and oh no, your hair is, and no, but you're. Stop it. Cut it out. Cut it out. Especially if it's an adult. If it's a teenager, a young child, fine. If it's a grown adult that says, ugh, my stomach is so big. Oh no, your stomach is just fine. You don't even look pregnant. Stop it. Just listen. Listening skills are going to be your best friend. Sometimes people just want to vent and they want you to shut up and listen. That's it, that's all. I have learned this doing YouTube for a living. I give you solicited advice. You come here because you want to be told information, advice, and how to operate on a certain topic. This is called solicited advice. What I've stopped doing is giving people unsolicited advice. I'm not coddling nobody. I'm not going to tell them, oh, no, you don't need to lose weight. I'm not going to tell them, yes, you need to lose weight. I'm just going to mind my business and or just listen. I'm not going to agree. I'm not going to disagree. I'm going to just listen. Because more than likely, they already know. So if somebody wants to come to me and be like, oh my God, the before is beautiful too. Shut up. Shut up. No, it's not. That's why I work so hard to not look like the before. Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. I think we're confusing honesty and rudeness. And there's ways to deliver each of them. It's not hard to be rude. Actually, it's quite easy to be rude. And people know when they're being rude. People also know when you're being honest, because it usually comes from a place of authenticity and concern and care. If I see somebody becoming the size of a whale in my life, I'm going to be honest with you. That's none of my business. I'm going to be honest with you, especially if they're an adult. When they're ready to drink the Kool-Aid with you, they'll drink the Kool-Aid with you. This goes back to the video I made about Black women's weight. If you stay in your lane and work on yourself, the others will follow. The others will follow. You never know who you're inspiring, because the moment you take your eyes off your lane and focus on somebody else's lane, like, hey, you should be doing this. You should eat that. You should try doing this, is the moment they're like, oh, 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 oh. Stay in your lane and keep going. And then pop out. Like, damn. And then they'd be like, oh, damn. She looked good. And she didn't even try to bring me with her. She didn't even try. Heifer, she'll either be inspired, want to be like you, and start doing the things you do. And all of a sudden, you know, oh, she eating a salad today. Okay. Don't even look like you know that she's eating a salad. Just keep minding your business. Keep minding your business. The best thing you could ever do on your fitness journey, on your weight loss journey, on your fasting journey, my love, is to focus on you. Don't bring nobody with you, because if you try to, you'll be dragging them and they will be kicking and screaming along the way, and you'll be wasting energy that could have been put into your journey on somebody else who doesn't care. You cannot make people care. You just got to pop out one day after focusing on you. You understand? Yeah, but also miss me with the before looks great. No. You took collagen last night and slept so well. Very nice. The pounds I lost from OMAD and calorie counting, I will keep going. I love your video. You tell the truth. Thank you. You keep going. Thank you. I'm laughing because you said you tell the truth. And I just went on a rant. There's nothing I respect more in a person than truth, because like, I can't work with somebody enabling me. I can't grow being coddled. Growth can't come from coddling. Imagine if you coddled your child their entire life, and now you're like, okay, you're 24 now, time to fly. They've never used their wings. They're going to fall off the branch and crash into the ground. Because stop coddling. You're not helping. You don't have to be rude, but you have to teach and learn how to have independence and teach independence. There's a fine balance of motivation and a push to do better. That's why y'all like me. I really, this is usually the feedback I get. They're like, I like how you speak to us. Because I genuinely care about you. But I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's okay, Diva. Just it's okay if you fall off. You know, maybe you were meant to be big. And you know what? Body positivity. That's not me. Body positivity is a scam. The body positivity teaching you to be okay being obese is a scam. Body positivity that makes you fine with stretch marks, cellulite, loose skin, bodies of all shapes, not just the hourglass. Athletic figures matter. Skinny figures matter. Postpartum bellies matter. Bong bellies matter. Like apple shapes matter. That's body positivity, not having mukbangs for a living and then saying, oh, body positivity. I'm supposed to be a size 22. No. I know. Because no. I'm not doing it. I can't do that to you. I can't say I love you and feed you nonsense. That should be against the law. I can't do that to you. I wouldn't. No. Because no. Okay, Dana said yes, 6 to sleep. Okay, great. I'm happy to hear that. I'm so proud of the 6 to sleep girlies. I love my ADFers. Y'all been here all the time, but the 6 to sleep, like, I'm really so happy that people are really getting benefit out of the 6 to sleep. Had the best sleep during 6 to sleep. Yo, that 6 to sleep is different. I cannot believe how beautifully we fall asleep. It's wild. And don't let me take a magnesium pack before bed. I'm going to be in La La Land. Dancing with Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling. David says he rucks around the house with a 50-pound backpack for 30 minutes to an hour while listening to me. That means I talk too much. That's all that. That's awesome, though. Yeah, great. Wow, love that for you. Christina says the Japanese walking technique is great. Research shows it's 10 times better than 10K steps. You walk 3 minutes fast, then 3 minutes slow for 30 minutes. Love that. Hi, Queen. Queen is like, I don't know, Queen is my kindred spirit. Pop out and show them, move in silence, stay focused, always and forever. Okay, just focus on you. You can't. Not MAGA for the win. Goodbye. But yeah, that was basically how my 14 days went. Just to recap, this is where I started. This was the mid challenge, 165, and this is where I ended. I failed the last 2 days of the challenge of 6 to sleep. No worries, because I still look like this. Just kidding. The goal is 160. I'll get there by the end of the year. I'm not worried. 6 to sleep is going to help me. just holding on some water weight and maybe a bowel movement or two, and I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. Okay. So I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to do a Chloe thing. I'm on day 4 of the Hourglass Challenge, which is really fun, by the way. If you're not lifting weights, what are you doing? If you're not doing some form of resistance training, what are you doing? You're only getting older and your bones are only getting more fragile, and you don't want to fall and not be able to get up and become a Life Alert commercial, because guess what? You're too young. You're too young. You're too young. Use the bones that you have that are unbroken. All right. Make sure you are having the proper supplements so you can get the body you desire, the physique. It's not just the body, the physique. You want the physique. So today is Hourglass Booty. My nose. Hourglass Booty and Pilates abs. That's it. Less than an hour. One is 21 minutes. The other one is 15. Love that for me. I use her app. All of this is free. It's a crime. She deserves the world. How nice her app is, and it's free. She's wonderful. I'll be checking in with you soon again. And we'll be talking about how to continue the rest of our September lock-in challenge. 14 days was just to start. This is just the appetizer, the amuse-bouche, okay, the tapas. This is just the taste. This is to start having you tap into discipline, having you start tap into consistency, how to show up for yourself. The 14-day challenge is not the end of September challenge. It's not the end of 2025. It's not the end of Q4. All right, we have things to do. We have bills to pay. We have debts to pay off. We have the rest of our degrees or advanced degrees or certifications to complete. We have the home to take care of. We have the hobbies that we either need to retake up or start, because you are not promised tomorrow. And you don't want to die saying, oh my God, I never got a chance to. We have the money to save. We have things to do. All right. Don't roll into 2026 with nothing to show. 2026 is going to be sick of you. If you just come in with your long hands empty with nothing, no rolling start, just don't tell them. Don't tell 2026 I sent you. You didn't come from here. All right. Because the people I sent to 2026 is rolling in beautifully to 2026. You understand me? 14 days was just an amuse-bouche. Okay, the tongue wetter, the toe dipper. Keep going. All right? Do another 2 weeks of whatever it is we're doing. For me, 6 to sleep is the new default. If I'm eating after 6, that's weird. Why? Because my identity is I don't eat past 6. I don't drink. I don't purchase things after 6 p.m. Your new identity, okay? It's not just something you do, it's who you are. Don't get me upset before I sign off, okay? Don't get me vexed. And don't make me broke out the patois. Don't. All right? I'm off to watch Love is Blind, Brazil, and do Chloe Ting. Me love you long time. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.